It's Mac here coming at you from Germany, and today I'm going to be going over BLACKFIRE's new all-in-one trim and tire protectant and its uses. Here in this video I'm going to go over the engine bay, the trim here, and later on in another video I'll put together a video showcasing doing the tires and that, so you guys can see on the tire. So just in this video it's all trim and underhood components. Before I get any further, I know a lot of guys will try and clean up the engine bay, you know, do like a waterless wash method, which is perfectly fine. When doing a waterless wash method, you want to make sure that when you're using a towel such as this guy, you want to use a black colored towel, and also one that is never going to be used on paint, because this is not going to be a paint safe towel. And it's basically just the same principle as when you're doing the paint, although usually the way I'll do it is I'll spray the product directly onto the towel itself rather than spraying the engine bay down, because I don't want to get a application everywhere. I want to keep it right where I want it, so I'll put it down on the towel itself, and then I'll go and wipe down the engine bay if it's not too bad. If it's really bad, then of course then I'll get out the hose and go that route to get the paint area. So basically, you know, here is paint, and up underneath the hood is paint, and that's what I'll use the waterless wash for. And in this instance I use BLACKFIRE's new Wet Diamond waterless wash, the updated formula. I did a video on that recently. I'll put the link together and then you can see that video as well. But anyway, with this product, it's a light blue in color. It has a blueberry scent to it. It's not overly thin or it's not overly thick. It's nice. It's a nice moderate consistency product, and it lays down real nice. And usually, or how I do it, is I'll put it directly onto the applicator pad itself and then work it in. And it's also important to remember that when you're using this product, you want to use a microfiber applicator pad rather than just the traditional yellow foam wax applicator pads, because you want a little bit of extra bite, and having this microfiber pad will give you that extra bit of bite. And here I just put down 2 sprays on the product, and then I'm going to work this area right here. The rest of the engine bay has been cleaned up, but I'm going to go ahead and work on this area so you guys can see it in action. And it has pretty good cleaning power to it. Like I said, I've used it up here in various areas, and above there it was a little bit more dirty than this particular plastic piece. I'm just showing you this one because it's kind of an easy access and you guys can see rather easily this product being worked and put through its paces. And there's not a whole lot of excessive pressure required. You're basically just trying to put firm pressure on the pad and just work it into the product, or work it into the plastic panel or whatever it may be that you're trying to work on. You're just trying to get a good even coverage of the product into the surface. So I'm just going to go back over it one last time just to make sure that I've got everything, make sure everything is covered. And that's it. This has been cleaned up, and you can see here that it's not too dirty. It did a pretty good job of cleaning it up, and it's also got a nice sheen to it. It's not overly shiny. Yeah, okay, in the sun directly on it, it's got a bit of a shine to it, but it's not overly powering. It dries to the touch. You just run your hand right over it. I mean, it's completely dry. There's nothing there. There may be just a bit of residue on my hand, but of course that's only been just a few minutes flash time rather than say 5, 10, 15 minutes. But anyhow, I mean, that passes the white glove test in my book after, 10, 15 minutes. But at this point, I mean, it spreads out real nice and easily. It covers everything pretty well. It cleans everything. Fantastic product. I would have never thought of a product that cleans and protects in one try. This is the first product that I know of that I've run across is an all-in-one trim and tire cleaner protectant. Because usually you use an APC or whatever you're going to use to get the trim clean, and then after that you'll follow up with a trim dressing. But with this product, one shot and done. And this is especially useful when you're doing waterless style washes where you do your waterless wash on the paint, and then when you're finished, you got to dress up the engine bay. Well, when you did the waterless wash, you didn't drag out the hose with you. It's just spray and your panel wipe, and then now you can just carry on with this without dragging that hose out and continue on and get the engine bay. And then, of course, you can get the tires, and I'll show that in another video later on. But hope you like the video, and subscribe to my video channel and like my page. Thanks.